On today's menu, we're making Hasselback potatoes. Probably one of the most satisfying dishes I've made so far. I just want to stare at it. Get yourself a Russo potato and lock it in with 2 chopsticks. Cut very thin slices into the potato. Do not cut all the way through. Throw it onto a baking tray, and in a separate bowl, we're gonna melt ourselves some butter, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and garlic powder since we add it to everything. Let's go. Mix that up, and we're gonna slowly brush that into every single potato crack. This reminds me of, you know how like when you shower, you take your hands and you credit bake at 450 for 50 minutes. Take it out and how did I burn my potatoes? The show must go on. Okay, we're gonna take a slice of cheddar cheese and put it in between every slice of potato and proceed to melt the cheese in the oven. Take it out and top it off with sour cream and green onions. This was supposed to have bacon. I remember buying it, but I guess I left it at the self-checkout. Anyways, what's up with the weather in the Bay? This morning I woke up to a loud boom. Bro, I thought somebody popped me while I was sleeping. Come to find out, we just had a thunderstorm. On today's menu, I attempt to make Rice Krispie treats. And it is not the special kind, okay? The last time I ate one of those, I slept at nighttime, and when I woke up, it was still nighttime because I slept for 20 hours. I'm still traumatized. Anyways, we're gonna start off by melting some butter and marshmallows until it looks like this. Take it off the stove and add a little bit of salt and vanilla extract. Mix it until combined, and now it's time to add our cereal. I'm using Fruity Pebbles and a bootleg Rice Krispie cereal. Feel free to use any cereal that you want, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Literally any cereal besides Raisin Bran. Anyways, mix in your cereal and add in some marshmallows. Remember to mix it very slowly, unless you want your treats to have the consistency of a brick. Once everything is mixed in, we're gonna transfer it onto a baking tray like so. And all we have to do now is let it vibe in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Take it out and cut it into rectangle or squares. And let's go! It does not look healthy at all. I mean, seriously, it's just a lot of fat, a lot of sugar. This is something that we have to think about. I didn't say you can't eat it. Just think about it and then eat it. First things first, we're gonna get ourselves a big ass bowl and crack an egg in there, a little bit of milk, give that a mix, and just let that vibe on the side. Damn, this video is kind of going fast. In a separate bowl, we're gonna add flour, baking powder, salt, crushed red peppers, and Italian seasoning, and we're gonna combine the 2 bowls to make a, I don't even know what you would call this. Is this considered a dough? Anyways, we're gonna cut up some pepperoni. Personally, I cut mine into quarters, but you can do whatever you want. Moving on, we're gonna add 2 different types of cheese, which is just mozzarella and parmesan, and you're gonna end up with something like this. It kind of looks like chunky baby food right now, but that's because we're not done. We're gonna scoop the mixture into a cupcake pan, about 50% of the way. Add some more ronis on top and throw them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 15 minutes or so. Oh, and the crowd goes wild. Throw on some parsley, and that's pretty much it. Now you can eat this with a side of marinara, or you can eat it dry. These remind me of the ones that my mom used to make for me when I was a kid. Psych, she never made me this. When I was a kid, all I ever ate was mama ramen noodles. Don't let the straw hat fool you, she's evil. For our asparagus, we're gonna cut off the ends or the pale part. Looking back, where the hell did I buy these bodybuilder asparagus? These motherfuckers big as shit. Olive oil, salt, pepper, and some minced garlic. Throw it on top of our asparagus and give it a Nuru massage. Now let them vibe out on the side while we work on our potatoes. So I cut mine thick, drizzle on some olive oil with some garlic powder and paprika, a little bit of salt with some elbow grease. Mix them up and transfer onto a parchment paper lined baking tray. We're gonna take these to the next level by adding a little bit of parmesan. Alright, bet. We're gonna have to cook these potatoes first, 400 degrees for about 40 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're gonna want to flip them over and also throw our asparagus in the oven. Get yourself a piece of salmon and make sure that there's no bones and no scales. Now I season my salmon with only salt, pepper, and paprikas because later I'm gonna give it some top it off with some sauce. Alright, we're gonna throw some oil onto a pan at medium heat, and we're gonna add our salmon skin facing down. Once you look at your salmon, you're like, okay, 50% white. We're gonna flip it over and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes, and that's pretty much it. Serve with a lemon if you're trying to be bougie. Can I get a hoya? First things first, we're gonna start off with a Korean pear. What's the difference between this pear and an American pear? This one has a universal healthcare system. We're gonna grate half of it into a bowl and then add some soy sauce, brown sugar according to your taste, sesame oil, and some garlic that we're gonna press because it's faster than mincing it. Along with that, we're also gonna throw in some ginger, and lastly, some gochujang, which is a Korean spicy paste, but it's not that spicy though. Mix that up and just let it vibe on the side. And now we're gonna work on our meat. Yeah! This is just some ribeye that I froze for an hour so that it's easier to cut. And we're gonna cut them into thin slices like they usually are at Korean barbecue spots. All we have to do now is marinate it, throw it in the refrigerator, and come back after a few hours. The longer you wait, the more flavor it will have. But if you're hungry, just make it right now. It's not a big deal. A little bit of oil in a pan, medium-high heat, and just cook it like you would cook anything else. For me, I like that charred meat taste, so I burnt it on purpose. And yeah, add some parsley. And that's pretty much it. This cooking shit is what? Easy! I'm pretty sure we can all agree that there's no better feeling than having meat in your mouth. Wait, pause. First things first, get yourself a rotisserie chicken. I think I got mine for like $4 at Walmart. You might want to check that out. Anyways, we're gonna use our fingers to tear apart the chicken into shreds like so. And really quickly, we're gonna cut up a little bit of cilantro. This is optional though, because I feel like cilantro has like no flavor at all. Okay, in a bigger bowl, we're gonna throw in some of our chicken, add your buffalo sauce and some ranch. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, ugh. Just trust the process, okay? 1 entire bag of Mexican 4-blend cheese in. And lastly, add your salt, pepper, and cilantro that we just cut up. Give it a mix until it looks something like this. Boom. And just let that vibe on the side. Get yourself a pan, medium heat, throw some oil in there, add your 10-inch flour tortilla, throw in your chicken mixture on 1/2 and then fold it over. Press it down with a spatula and you want to cook on each side for about 2 minutes. Now mine might look a little bit burnt, but damn, is it raining that hard? Oh my god, do you guys hear that shit? Huh? Add some parsley. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This cooking shit is easy. Just a quick little snack that I wanted to make. It's been 1 week of quarantine and I gained like 3 pounds from eating. What the fuck? What else is there to do? According to today's menu, we're making pizookies. A little bit of melted butter into a big ass bowl along with some brown sugar, 1 large egg, and a little bit of vanilla extract in. Give that a mix until it looks something like peanut butter. Honestly, I could just stop right here and just eat this batter, but we're gonna add some flour, then add a little of salt and baking soda, and combine everything together until it's smooth. What? We're just gonna go ahead and ignore that clip. Once you have something that looks like this, it's time to incorporate our chocolate. And in a mini cast iron skillet that I got at why is that so hard for me to say? Bed Bath & Beyond. There you go. Throw your dough in, and we're gonna bake it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. See? Do you guys see my issue with chocolate chips? They're way too perfect and circular. That shit is weird. Top the cookie off with some vanilla ice cream. And since I'm an overachiever, I added some chocolate syrup and some dulce de leche. This baking shit is easy. You got a hot cookie and some cold ice cream. Amazing. I know all the dentists watching this right now are like, heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. First things first, I'm sick. Anyways, we're gonna get ourselves some chicken breasts, and these are thick as hell, so we're gonna flatten them out real quick. Boom, cut them into little strips like so, and we're gonna season with pepper, seasoned salt, Italian seasoning, and mix. Cool, now let it vibe out on the side while we work on our cheeses. Grate yourself some fresh Parmesan, or you could just buy this at the store. Look at my cheese. Cut up some garlic, and I try to do it without looking. Oh, hell nah. Alright, now it's time to cook in the big ass pot. Throw in a wee bit of oil, blue. Add your chicken, and I think my oil was broken today because my chicken was still stuck to the pan. Are you kidding me? Saute with your garlic until it's brown on the outside like so. Okay, that is not brown. Add in your heavy whipping cream, some chicken broth, and some peen pasta. I know, I'm talking like I have 2 butt plugs up my nose right now. Once it starts boiling, we're gonna cover and cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Boom, now add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, give it a mix. Transfer onto a baking tray and add some mozzarella. You thought we were done? No, more pasta, more mozzarella, and more Parmesan. Broil in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes and then add some parsley. And that's pretty much it, you know what I'm saying? Yummy. Make sure you eat your vitamins A, B, C, D, and E so you don't get sick like me. Okay, bye. First things first, get yourself 3 eggs and we're gonna separate the egg yolk from the egg white. We only need 2 yolks though. Hey yo, yolk check. Let the egg whites vibe out on the side. And for the yolk, it needs some milk, vegetable oil, and vanilla extract. Give it a good mix and we're gonna get some flour and sift it into our bowl. What this does is basically ensure that there's no clumps. We want our batter as smooth as possible, alright? Once it looks something like this, bam, bada boom. We're gonna go back to our egg whites, alright? A little bit of vinegar, boom, in there. And using a hand mixer, we're gonna mix it until it's boobly like this. Add sugar and continue mixing until they look like clouds. Oh shit. Now all we gotta do is combine the 2 bowls that we worked on and we're pretty much done. Yeah. Transfer the batter into a piping or Ziploc bag. Cut the tip off, butter up a pan, and you wanna pipe the mixture into the pan in the shape of a circle. Now cover it, cook for 3 minutes, flip it over. Huh? My pancake broke, bro. Are you kidding me? After another 3 minutes, we're gonna take it out, add some powdered sugar, some fruits, butter, mint, some syrup, and we're done, baby. Let's go. Ignore the burnt one in the back. Swear to God, these pancakes had me in love. Have you guys ever seen mukbangers eat that stretchy cheese? Because whenever I see that, I'm always like, the things that I would do just for 1 bite. So today, we're gonna try to make it. We're gonna start off by peeling some Yukon Gold potatoes and cut them into small chunks so that they can cook a lot faster. Let them vibe in a small pot and pour enough cold water to cover them completely, along with a lot of kosher salt. Once it reaches a boil, we're gonna lower the heat and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Drain out the water and using a potato ricer, we're gonna squish the potatoes back into the pot. Ooh, this reminds me of pimple popping. Now throw in your garlic, butter, heavy whipping cream, along with about half of your Gruyere and mozzarella cheese. You want to mix it until your cheese completely melts. And once that happens, throw in the rest of your cheese and keep mixing. Wait for it. Huh? Now it might look a little bit chunky, but that's actually the lighting and reflection in my... Add some parsley. I ate this with some Korean fried chicken and it was actually insane. Oh yeah, don't forget to get your dad or your single mom a Father's Day gift and make it meaningful too. For example, I got my dad a subscription to a premium snap. Wait, huh?